joined by Bill, VeggieMacabre, and we got something kind of special. It's about 12 o'clock at night, but we hit the grocery store on our way home from a big day out, and we basically got a cart full of junk food. It's you know, it's a vacation weekend. Why not? One of the things that Bill found was some flavor add-ons for your popcorn. Now we got 2 new ones, but he had 2 already at home.
Yeah, this is from Kernal Seasons.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with Kernal Seasons, but I
No.
guess it's kind of what Clark Griswold did for a living. He was a food additive specialist, so in my mind, I think that this is his product.
Yeah, you go there. I like that.
So what this does is this basically seasons your popcorn. I know I'm trying not to make it sound so complex. We're going to start off with pizza. Pizza flavor, pizzeria flavor. I prefer the term pizzeria for whatever reason. It kind of reminds me of...
I like the little clip art of the... that actually looks like a slice of Pizza Hut.
Oh.
It really does.
It's pretty
that formidable brown cheese and pan crust.
Now, I'm going to
apply this. Be pretty liberal with it. I mean,
pretty liberal
we really want to
and
give it its best representation.
Now, last time I did this a lot, I didn't wait long enough, and so it was still kind of like airborne.
Oh, okay.
And I had a pretty bad sneezing fit, which is pretty funny to sneeze.
Pizza dust.
Pizza dust. So, try it. Yeah, see, it's still like in the air. Man, that's really good.
And pizza and popcorn, not 2 things that I would necessarily associate, but...
This reminds me of, what was that, Keebler Pizzerias?
Yeah, the chips?
Yeah, the chips.
Yeah.
Was that
Pizzerias was a chip in the 90s.
Tastes just like them. Like I remember those things when they came out. That's amazing. Highly recommend this flavor.
Cool. I'm going to try the pizza, and then I will be introducing the second flavor. We will continue this train of seasonings until the very end. So I'll hop in here. Wow. So it kind of makes the popcorn look dusty. Wow. Salty but very good. It's like it almost kind of gives it like a cheesiness too. You know, it's got the sauciness of pizza, but it almost makes me feel like I'm eating some kind of a cheddar corn, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. I want to see how it compares to the others. I got 3 to choose from. I'm going to play it safe with my first choice. This is the one that I'm assuming I'm going to like the most. And that's a fairly more common nowadays flavor, kettle corn. Now, you can get this at the flea markets or you know, actual kettle corn, you know, that's made. It's great. It's salty and sweet. That's a great mixture. And so I'll pick out one of our cool popcorn containers. And wow, and we're making a mess of Bill's kitchen here.
That's okay. I mean, that's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah. And in case you're, you know, watching this video with a fine-tooth comb and you're really curious, we went with Pop's Secret Home Style. We wanted to go with something very plain. We didn't want to go with the butter drenched or any of the other kind of specialty kinds. So we kept it super simple. Alright. This one's got a clear powder, so it's harder to tell. This one kind of looks dusty, like it's been in a sawmill or something, so you can definitely see what you're getting into. But I can kind of feel that this one's coated, kind of grainy on my fingertips. Okay. About what I expected. Kind of kettle corn gets kind of a sweet, buttery, creamy, you know, toffee-ish kind of. It's a very nice flavor. Complements popcorn well. I will say though, recently in the past year, I believe it's Orville Redenbacher, one of the big popcorn brands, has actually started selling, like in the chip aisle, kettle corn in the bag, big red bag. Excellent. I worked at movie theaters off and on for the better part of my teenage years. I got to the point where I just didn't eat popcorn, period, and lost my taste for it completely. That's what brought me back. So I like a good kettle corn. Bill, I'm not only interested to see what you got to say about this, but I'm really interested in these next 2 flavors because they're kind of off the wall and going to be fun to show these to everybody. All right.
Okay, so this is Kettle Corn. Looks like it passed from your standard, did it not?
Yeah, I liked it. You know, is it as good as actual Kettle Corn? You know, no. But when you're in a fix, I think it's pretty good.
It's good. It's sweet. There's a little bit of salt behind it. I mean, just like regular kettle corn. I'm never a huge Kettle Corn fan.
Yeah.
I just you know, probably why I'll keel over of high cholesterol is because I prefer salty over sweet most all the time.
Sure.
I don't hate it, but it's not like my cup of tea. But I think this is good. It's very like unassuming. It's not over the top. It's not like you just poured sugar straight on there. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not like my forte.
Sure.
But I'm glad that it passed Brian's test. So
it's
like, you know, a good amount of viewers' tests who prefer Kettle Corn. I'm just not a huge Kettle Corn fan.
Yeah, I think it's I think like if you're in a fix, it's not bad. I'm still waiting for the seasoning that will really wow me today, and perhaps that lies within one of our next two competitors.
I think I'm going to start off with second to last is the Buffalo Wild Wing,
which is a great choice for you. I mean, I kind of associate that kind of a spicy barbecue chicken wing whole deal with you, and so
now the funny thing about
get a shot of the package here. You can kind of see the neon orange chicken wing we've come to associate with.
Which I love Buffalo Wings. The funny thing about these things is I've had this one for a while, and it's just like salt or any other like spice condiment. They tend to like congeal and stick together.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see if this thing. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it sounds a little crunchy in there.
It's really not doing. Oh, there it goes.
As you can see, I got some junior mints for our movie. Lemon lime Kool-Aid just seemed like a must when Brian's in town. So now you're breathing in buffalo wing dust.
I know.
It's kind of a...
This stuff tends to get in your lungs.
Yeah.
But...
that was a strong reaction. I couldn't tell by looking in there that much has happened.
It's like fine powder. It must be like a different consistency because it goes straight up your nostrils. I don't know. It's fun. It tastes like... it doesn't really strike me as buffalo as much as it is poultry.
Okay, so it wasn't just the hot wing, they actually went for the chicken?
Skip the buffalo and just like, it's poultry. That's what it tastes like to me. It's just not really a whole lot of buffalo. Problem is the powder is so fine in this one. They must make it differently for whatever reason. And I noticed that on this, in comparison to other things, it says 0 fat, 2 calories, 100% natural. And I think that maybe it's downfall.
Yeah, I don't... it looks like the old pizza one.
Yeah. Huh. But the other ones are not, so these things might not like have a good shelf life. Because I've had these for the better part of a year.
Yeah. That one seems awfully congealed.
It is.
Well, I will take a crack at it. I'm not sure where I'm going to stand on what side of the argument for buffalo popcorn, but I also will be bringing out the fourth and final flavor, so exciting.
I will tell you, it smells terrible because it's all in my nose, so I don't know how it tastes.
Okay, yeah, I just grabbed this for the first time, and yeah, that's awfully caked in there. I don't think I'm going to be able to unearth any more of it. It's not bad, which is what I was fearing. It's a little strange, There's definitely some spiciness, like a little bit on my tongue. But the whole buffalo wing thing, and maybe, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it does have something to do with, the quality of what's happened, maybe because if it was a fresh one, it would be more powerful. But, a little bit spicy. Not too sure about it. Last but not least, and this one was just the oddity, the redheaded stepchild of the bunch that we really had to get, we felt bad for, the Bacon Cheddar. big block of American cheddar, 2 strips of bacon, a little pig up here kind of smirking. Actually, is that a frown? Oh no. I suddenly feel really sad about this, man. Damn it. I don't see, yeah, there's no other pigs. This was... Oh, okay.
Pig is frowning.
Now this one is fresh, so it's going to pour nice and heavy. And maybe to make up for the last one, I might go a little overboard, but... I want to show before I start mixing it up. There's little green pieces in it. Like, I don't know if that's like some kind of a green onion, oregano, some sort of, but yeah, that's in there. I want to try to mix this one around. Wow, okay. Okay, some pieces are more coated than others, but I'm going to get a big bite of these. Wow. Bill, I gotta tell you, man, I don't want to scare you too bad, but the cheesiness and kind of the... If I had to put my thumb on it, man, there's something almost vomit tasting about this. I know. I don't want to set you up. That's a spoiler alert. You know, I don't want to kind of ruin the film before you go see it for yourself, but whatever that green component is, there's something kind of like cultured milk is in here, yeah. I'm not even sure what that is, but and the bacon is really kind of, it's like a gnarly, kind of cheesy, like hot breath kind of thing. I gotta say, I'll go ahead and give my final verdict now. And then we're going to wrap this up with a little bonus feature on some sodas we picked up. But Pizzeria and Kettle Corn are kind of neck and neck for my favorite. Kettle Corn might be closer to my taste, but the Pizzeria has kind of a nostalgia, kind of a fun pizza. You know, we grew up with Ninja Turtles. We grew up with, you know, pizza is a big, you know, indelible part of our childhoods. And so anything that's pizza scented that's not bad is going to get a pass. So I did like the pizza, maybe the Kettle Corn a touch more. Bill, I'm not going to put it off any further, man. I'm going to bring you back in, and I just want to make sure you really... Alright. Well, it's certainly coated at this point.
This is coated.
I was just saying off camera, briefly, I said, you know, who knows, Bill, you might actually like it. I mean, our taste, you know, we're from 2 different parts of the world.
I'm just cracking up. This pig is frowning.
Yeah, I really kind of... They kind of killed the... That was kind of the buzzkill, you know.
It's like somebody had a great sense of humor who's making this. It's
yeah,
like,
just kind of slid it in. It's not real obvious. It kind of blends into the background.
He's just really upset that he's, you know, in popcorn flavoring. Alright, here we go. Oh God, you know what this smells like?
Wow. Yeah. Another strike against it, man.
Oh.
Yeah, I was not gonna... I was just let you... It's definitely probably... And this is saying a lot, considering that Buffalo is part of the lineup, but this has got to be the most completely unnecessary of the bunch. I mean, I've never seen anybody drop a piece of bacon into their popcorn bucket at the movie theater. Chocolates, you know, yeah. Bunch of crunch, M&M's, whatnot.
And cheese and bacon don't necessarily go together unless there's like a third element to it. I mean, granted, people put bacon into just about everything now.
Sure.
I don't know, I keep eating it.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be all bad.
It's not terrible to me. It kind of reminds me of like, you know that cheese popcorn that you get like during Christmas time? Where you have like the 3 components.
Yeah.
All the cheese in this. I had one time from Hickory Farm. That was too dissimilar to this.
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't hate it, but
yeah.
At the same time, it's hard to dissociate this from bacon strips.
Well, you know, I mean, win in Rome, win in the doghouse.
I've eaten bacon strips before off of there anyway. They're not bad.
I'm going to set the camera down and we're going to pop open the drink to wash away the Kernal Seasonings experiment.
Yeah, I need
and,
that.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Pizzeria is my favorite, by far. Or the pizza one.
Yeah, I think, you know, and honestly, because Kettle Corn is a more common thing, if I was telling the audience to go out and try one of these, I think I would lean the pizza because it's the most unique. Yeah. So thumbs up. All right, let's open up the freezer and
get your foam covered.
And bacon cheese powder. Damn it.
Bacon powder.
Okay, we're back, everybody. I'm having some kettle corn. So while we were at the store, what's the name of that store again? That's a very weird name for a convenience store.
Harris Teeter. They're generally in the South, I think. I mean, I know that in Atlanta that we have them. They're up here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Like a Kroger, or I don't know what you have.
We got Kroger, Meijer.
Meijer, yeah. Yeah, not too dissimilar. I mean, it's a little more expensive than other grocery stores, just for whatever reason.
Yeah.
You know.
People were really friendly there. That's something I found out today, that Southern hospitality is not a myth, man. Everywhere we've been today, people have been great. But we were in the pop aisle, the soda aisle, and we saw some Virgil stuff. Now, Virgil's root beer,
yes,
is Bill's favorite, and
it is.
He's not the only person that's told me that. Dozens of people online, in person, know that I like root beer a lot. Everybody preaches Virgil's, but we went with something else from Virgil's. We went with their black cherry cream soda. Damn, that sounds good.
Yeah, I know that. Like,
that sounds really good.
Brian, I learned through watching all his videos, is a huge cherry Coke fan and a huge root beer fan.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you throw in cream ale. Now, I love. This is my favorite root beer. I mean, anything that comes in a 4-pack and still costs like $6, you know it's got to have quality ingredients. And I feel guilty because Hires has always been my go-to root beer. Just because
it's hard to find up in Ohio.
It's very difficult to find. You can't find it around here. I mean, up in Pennsylvania, where my grandparents are from, it's all over the place there, and you can get that. You can get that easier than at A&W or Barks or anything like that. So I had to switch to this, which, I mean, it really is what it is.
It's microbrewed.
Yeah.
Fine ingredients, like this one here, it says it's uses black cherry and vanilla beans. Actually, too, I'll very briefly, I'll rush through this, but I want to read their description of it. This might help kind of sway you if you're thinking about trying it. Virgil's Black Cherry Cream Soda is a classic cream soda recipe made naturally using the finest vanilla beans and unrefined cane sugar. The brewing process gives Virgil's a rich, creamy body and a taste so pure you'll swear it's made in heaven. Hey, somebody made good money right in that description.
Oh my gosh. They like write speeches for the president.
We searched the world for the perfect... It's not done. We searched the world for the perfect black cherry cream taste. We hope you will find this to be the best cream soda you've ever tasted. I mean,
that's saying something.
I've seen wedding vows that were, you know, cannot compare to that, so... Alright, man.
Welcome to North Kakalaki. Dude.
You know, when I took a drink, it's kind of hard to tell lighting-wise, but it's almost got a purplish tint. It's so dark red. Flavor-wise, I mean, sometimes we do things like we had the popcorn, and you know, like it's not the best thing in the world, but you're kind of you're really trying to. Something like this is just so good that it's hard to. You just kind of want to luxuriate in it. Like I kind of just want to like sit in a hot tub of this and kind of just sink into it. It's the creaminess. They use the word heavenly, and it's kind of apt. Like it really is super creamy, not beat you over the head sweet, nice balanced. It's pretty damn good.
I love this. And also, what I really love about this is it's all natural, so it's vegan friendly, it's gluten free, so everybody can enjoy this. Yeah. And it really is. I mean, it's not good for you. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely, you know, I would drink this way before I would drink any other soda. If given the choice.
Looking at the ingredients, you're absolutely right. There's nothing on here I can't pronounce. There's no sort of weird preservatives. I mean, purified water. You know, cane sugar, caramelized unrefined cane sugar, vanilla extract, which, you know, is nice when done correctly, the black cherry flavor and other natural flavors. It also says on the back, too, and I think this is important, it says serve chilled, which we definitely did, but it says without ice. And that's good, because ice is going to water it down, it's going to change the formula. Very quickly, you know, your beverage is going to change. But served fresh out of the freezer, wow.
And I love it. It says right here, made naturally for the black cherry cream soda connoisseur, which we have one right here.
Yeah, I mean,
So, I mean, it's like it was made for you.
Gluten-free, I mean...
I've gotten really kind of into doing a lot of gluten-free type stuff. I'm not usually one to fall into those kind of like, I almost kind of consider them fads, but man, I tell you, you start eating more vegetables and more gluten-free type things, and you do feel tremendously better. You sleep better, and I don't think it's psychosomatic because, I mean, it just really, it works.
Toby, who I've done a couple videos with, if you check the archives down in Texas, his son Augie, young guy, is very, he cannot eat gluten. And so for something like this, that's basically a treat, to be able to say, hey, no qualms, like, have one of these, is cool,
Absolutely.
We went out to breakfast, and he, sausages was one of the few things on me that he could have, So, like, when you don't have a lot of options, like, this is, like, it really skyrockets,
oh, yeah,
up the list.
This is gold. And I always feel bad. I have a huge sensitivity to people who can't participate in a lot of things that Brian and I get to review. So, for the few of you out here who are gluten, necessary.
Intolerant or...
Yeah, I mean, you have to have, a gluten-free diet. This is for you.
Virgil's has definitely converted me to a fan. They had other flavors there. I'm certainly going to be on the lookout to try more from the Virgil's coming. They had an orange cream soda there, which orange dreamsicle. Orange and vanilla goes together so well.
We'll get them all. We'll get them all before we leave.
Yeah, very awesome. All right, Bill, let's go try to console the pig over there, kind of turn that frown upside down.
Poor dude.
I guess we'll end on that note, guys.
Oh, no.
Pig frowns.
Turn that pig frown upside down.